you always had such passion and energy on stage, and I admired that. But there was this next song, "Ghost." There was a time where, I don't know, you look like a shell of a man on the stage, not the guy that I knew, and then you put this song out, and I felt like it was kind of a line in the sand and a new direction for you as a person. I mean, is that kind of accurate?
Yes, it was. I just went too hard, too long, and found myself just feeling like I don't know, I'd really experienced more than I'd ever thought I would experience playing music, just the places that it took me and the stages that I played on, but just got caught up in it, trying to get somewhere that ultimately doesn't exist. I think that as a young person, we go through, there's steps that we seem that we're supposed to take, just looking around. It's like you go to school, you graduate, you get a job, you do that job, you find somebody to marry, you marry them, have kids, you do that, and then it's like, then what? I didn't make it that far into it, but I'd made it to the job, and the thing about playing music is doesn't matter what you do, and this is probably anything. It's like no matter what you do, you got to keep going. So if what you're doing isn't sustainable long term, then it's just like it can really take it out of you. Just life. And I felt like I said I'd worked really, really hard and put everything I had to into playing music, but it came with a cost of not having any sort of relationship really with anybody else. I felt like what people thought of me and what they were holding on to was this idea of me, but they weren't actually getting to experience me, and I wasn't getting to experience them. So I felt like a ghost,
Right.
Ghosts, they're not there. I mean, not in body anyway, in spirit, So that really was a line in the sand. It's like I before Sunday Best before we had parted ways, I put a video from my kitchen table out, and people lost it because they were, what I was saying, and even just doing it by myself, it was like.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I remember vividly that day. I was actually in the van with Corey Hunt. We were riding down the road, and I was like, "Hey, you seen this video Nick put up?" He's like, "No." And we listened to it, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's where its head's at." So
Yeah,
it's powerful, and I feel like that sometimes myself. And I go back to that kitchen video that you did. I mean, you recorded it obviously beyond that, but I like that one. So I go look it up on YouTube and listen to it. But
that was the freshest.
the emotion is right there. Yeah.
Yes. I was I'd been on this big, long run. I'd been out in Colorado for a while, and then we'd taken a flight to Newfoundland, Canada. And I was just, kind of jet lag, and I was self-medicating, a lot of drinking, and was just it all just kind of came out of me. And then when I wrote it, I was like, okay, that's it. I had to face that, those feelings.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Sometimes a songwriter, like, you get it pinned out, and it's like, wow, okay.
Yeah,
it's weird. Yeah, self-reflections.
Yeah, it's like you don't. There's thoughts and emotions that we ignore, that we just kind of push down. And like I said, I just felt like I was doing what I had to do. At that point, there was, there's 6 of us out on the road, so it's not just about me at that anymore. It's like, you're coming down to people's livelihoods, and their way of making a living. But once that song came out, it was like, okay, that's really how I feel, and I gotta do something about that, because this isn't gonna work much longer, and it didn't. But so I'm happy to. It's like songs have always done that for me. It's like they hold me in check, and they kind of keep me responsible, because like with songs, you know, kind of trying to come from a place of no inhibition. Like you're just trying to really be honest. That's what I've always tried to do, is just be honest. And when I'm not making stuff up.
Right. When you're not lying.
Yeah. But, you know, that's what's good. You can do both. It's infinite.
And nobody knows the difference.
And nobody knows the difference except, you know, except us. But, yeah, this song was a game changer for me, for sure.
Give it to him.
I've been up and down the river, seen the highways and back roads. This country sure is beautiful, but a byway ain't a home. And my eyes have gazed upon some land I thought I'd never see, but it feels like someone else's life and it don't belong to me. I'm so tired of being alone in Technicolor motels, watching late night talking shows. Lately I felt like a road shot full of holes, leaving everything behind me. Everywhere I go, this ain't my bed for what I chose. I used to be outnumbered, but now I'm just a ghost. I sure have missed my brother. He just turned 26 years old, and I often have to ask myself, just where did little Clayboy go? Yeah, I know that you can't stop or slow the pace of someone's age, but to me it ain't worth missing just to have more console change. I'm so tired of being alone in Technicolor motels, watching late night talking shows. Lately I feel like a road shot full of holes, leaving everything behind me. Everywhere I go, this ain't my bed for what I chose. I used to be outnumbered, but now I'm just a ghost. I hope the road remembers when I go and meet my maker, to send some flowers to my love for not letting me take her. I have longed for her so dearly, yeah, I have missed more than I've seen, spending all my time on mountainsides with pumps for gasoline. I'm so tired of being alone in Technicolor motels, watching late night talking shows. Lately I feel like a road shot full of holes, leaving everything behind me. Everywhere I go, this this ain't my bed or what I chose. I used to be outnumbered, but now I'm just a ghost. I'm just a ghost.
Thank you.